What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something really unfortunate that has just transpired over the past couple hours at the time of recording this. That being in Seth Lugo, the star bullpen piece for the New York Mets, is going to be out for at least the next 6 weeks and really upwards of the next 2 months plus, due to a bone spur just breaking off during his normal routine, staying up, getting ready for the season. Really unfortunate. He's going to have surgery now, and that's going to hurt the Mets a lot. Lugo is a guy that doesn't just help them in the bullpen as one of the better and really so underrated relievers in all baseball. Has one of the nastiest spin rates with his curves out there. I think it's currently one of, if not the best still, and he helps out in the rotation when they need him to. He does it all. He's a guy that really eats a lot of innings and has been tremendous on a yearly basis for the Mets, so to have him out is going to hurt them a lot as they are inching closer and closer to not just spring training but the season. And because of that, they're weighing all their options, not just with the rotation but with third base, possibly the outfield still, and yes, the bullpen. And that's been evident from what Zach Scott has said recently, that they would like to add both pitching in both avenues possibly. And the Mets recently have also shown interest at the time of recording this over the past day or so, according to Mike Puma, and Justin Wilson for a reunion with the Southpaw, which would be great. So we'll see what happens there. Mark Feinsand has also touched on this topic, saying that yes, Justin Wilson, as of last night, was getting closer to a deal with the team, but we simply don't know who it's with yet at the time of recording this. So we'll see what happens there. But regardless of Justin Wilson, the Mets are still trying to add with the bullpen, even after parting ways with Brad Brock, who they recently DFA'd to free up roster space. They're wanting to part ways with one of, if not both of, Dylan Betances and Dries Familia for more reasons than one. And I touched on that in a previous video, so check that out if you're interested, guys. But one guy really stands out to me that probably makes more sense than ever for the Mets. I'm really left wondering, are they in fact going to target him? So that's what we're going to be breaking down, that being Trevor Rosenthal, the relief pitcher. So as always, guys, make sure you stay all the way until the end of the video for all the details and all my thoughts on Rosenthal and his game, what he would bring to the Mets, should the Mets in fact target him, and yes, they should, and everything there is to know about that possibility becoming to fruition. And if you guys end up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the countless support, guys. Now let's get right into this video. Here we have 30-year-old right-hand relief pitcher and Trevor Rosenthal at a strong 6'2", 230 pounds, originally drafted in the 21st round back in 2009, and yes, 21st round by the St. Louis Cardinals, and 2020 in the shortened season, and 23 games played and 23 innings pitched splitting time with both the Royals and the Padres, had 1 win, 0 loss, a 1.90 ERA, 11 saves in 12 opportunities, 38 strikeouts, a 0.85 whip, 14.45 K per 9, and 3.04 walks per 9. And throughout his career, in 373 games played and 364 innings pitched, has racked up 12 wins, 25 losses, a 3.36 ERA, 132 saves, 490 strikeouts, and a 1.32 whip, and has also found himself as the 2015 NL All-Star representing the Cardinals. And what a story Rosenthal is, because if you guys don't know, back just in the 2019 season where he was with 2 teams in the process, again, he put up just over a 13 ERA in over 20 appearances. Yes, 13. Insane how much things dropped for Rosenthal in such a short period of time, but he was able to rebound tremendously, because if you look at his career numbers, again, really below a 3.5 ERA throughout his career. He has been unbelievably consistent. 2019 was just a completely different story, but in 2020 he was on pace to be dominant once again. And during all of his appearances with the Padres since landing there during the season, the 2020 short season, didn't even give up any runs in 9 appearances. Amazing. So Rosenthal is a guy that is definitely a hot commodity, a guy that again, there's a little bit of a gamble on at this point, just given what he did in 2019, but it was very promising at the same time in 2020. I know it's a shortened season, but if you want to go even further on Rosenthal and his game, take a look at these numbers exactly here through Baseball Savant. Was one of, if not the most dominant reliever in baseball this past season, one of for sure. If you look at him in the high, literally 98, 99 percentiles in all these categories, it was so impressive to see. And again, I'm aware it was a small sample size, but it was still promising no less. And that's why Rosenthal is highly desired and really has been a hot topic for a lot of teams that are looking to add bullpen help, because he is a guy that, when really rolling, can definitely give you saves. He can do a tremendous job doing that, but can also be put in other situations, whether it's a setup man or whatever you need him to be. He doesn't need to strictly be your closer. You're not going to necessarily get too many innings out of him, especially at this point in his career, but he gives a lot. And his 2014 2015 seasons are really where they stand out, where he loomed just under under 50 saves respectively, back-to-back seasons with the Cardinals where he had his best and was known for throughout most of his career. Then in 2019 was a different story, but this past season really promising, and Rosenthal in my mind would be a perfect fit for the Mets should they be able to land him on the right price. And when you look at the pitches that he's working with, he currently has 4 in his arsenal, including his 4-seam fastball that tops out still around 98 miles per hour while also being 30 years of age currently. He has a slider around 88 miles per hour topping out, a changeup around 88 miles per hour, and a sinker around 99. So he has some nasty stuff. He has really been phenomenal at times and would bring so much to the Mets. And now that the Mets do not have Lugo, at least for upwards of the next 2 months, and could be longer, could be shorter, depending on how much he develops and gets right back into pitching once he's healthy from the surgery, there are still concerns in that bullpen. There's a reason why they're trying to part ways with one of, if not both of, Betances and Familia, because yes, their salaries aren't great, but that isn't the factor. It's because they need to free up roster space because they want to make bigger moves, and they still want to add to this bullpen. That's why Justin Wilson is being talked about still. He may very well reunite with the Mets again at the time of recording this. No deal has been done, and he may very well land somewhere else. But Rosenthal is a guy that I really hope for the Mets' sake are in fact showing interest in, because if you can get him at the right price, he's perfect. And as a guy that for the Mets' sake should not have to basically go all in, not signing him to a crazy long-term deal. I'm assuming it would be a couple years, maybe 2 at most. I would say 2 or 3. It all depends on exactly what the market currently is for him and how much teams are showing interest. But Rosenthal would definitely be a great pickup for the Mets and something that the Mets definitely need right now. If you look at, yes, they're evaluating both the trade market and free agency. They may very well go for another dominant reliever through, say, the trade market versus free agency, depending on what we see transpire over the next couple weeks. But through free agency as well, you're not giving up any assets. Trevor Rosenthal, if you can land him, you should absolutely consider it for the Mets, and I hope they do just that. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Rosenthal? Would you like to see him land with the Mets? That would be the second Trevor the Mets acquire through free agency to add in the bullpen along with Trevor May. I think that's just a funny little thing there. But thank you all so much for watching, guys. It means a lot. Stay tuned for more consistent and great Mets content here on the channel. And if you did in fact enjoy, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. As always, help us get to 6K subs. We're so close there, which is insane. So seriously, thank you all so much for the countless support. It really does mean the world to me, and have a great day, guys.